that movie was actually pretty good.
Maybe not!
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 underrated movie sequels. For this list, we're counting down the sequels that got a bad rap with critics, that didn't do well at the box office, or that simply have a reputation for being meh.
That is an earthfish. Very traditional in China. You arrest me, that's a hate crime.
It would be if you were Chinese.
Okay, come on, I got larvae to feed.
Some film follow-ups just aren't as bad as the consensus would have you believe.
Jeez, you give me the story and I'll have your baby.
Not the kind of ride I'm looking for.
Number 10, Rocky IV. When the roided-up Russian superhuman Ivan Drago slaughters Rocky's trainee in the boxing ring, we have ourselves a fresh revenge tale. On its own merit, there is nothing about this film that warrants resoundingly negative reviews.
You know what's amazing? That after all these years, everything still seems kind of new.
As a sequel, it even reinvents itself in tone and in location, and pays tribute to its predecessors by bringing back beloved characters.
I know sometimes I act stupid and I say stupid things, but you kept me around, and other people would have said, drop that bum.
It raises the franchise's stakes and manages to infuse a few patriotic commentaries while addressing xenophobia and Cold War attitudes.
The Russian champion is amazingly cool, ladies and gentlemen, as he acknowledges his premiere.
You really can't hate this movie.
In here, there were two guys killing each other. But I guess that's better than 20 million.
Number 9, Die Hard 2, Die Harder.
Hey, Carmine, let me ask you something. What sets off the metal detectors first? The lead in your ass or the shit in your brains?
The pressure was on to outperform its pioneering predecessor, and the effort was a successful one. Die Hard 2 made over 3 times its budget worldwide.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
A knee-jerk reaction to the premise might be to call the terrorist/hostage/rescue a rehash of the first film.
Christmas tree. Little turkey. But no. I gotta crawl around this motherfucking tin can.
But a new director and a different novel for its source material kept it fresh.
I gotta like you!
Moviegoers got more of what they liked about the first film with a few variations. And sometimes that's all a good sequel needs.
I got enough friends!
Plus, that annoying reporter guy gets his.
Amen to that.
Number 8, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
There are a few reasons some fans will accuse this sequel of being a blasphemous sequel to a beloved series of films.
If I offended you, then I am sorry.
For example, Short Round was criticized as an irritating stereotype, and Willie Scott's perpetual distress wasn't very endearing.
You could get killed chasing after your damn fortune and glory.
Maybe.
At the time, it was hard to handle the tone shifts from serious to silly, but the film aged like fine wine.
Prepare to meet Kali in hell. Oh! Put out a ring!
Upon further review, Harrison Ford delivered, as did his adventure and some of the jokes. Judging by the franchise films since, this one's as good a sequel as it gets. Number 7, The Lost World: Jurassic Park. Okay, a T-Rex traipsing through San Diego might be a bit on the campy side, but does it really compromise the quality of this film?
I think that the debate over the parental instincts of the T-Rex is now academic.
Jurassic Park 2 changes the game by taking the family friendliness out of the story. Keeping it more in line with the tone of Michael Crichton's novel by removing the childlike wonder and instead heightening the suspense and violence. It also refrains from devolving into a B-movie creature feature by keeping the critique of capitalism through depictions of big business gone haywire.
An extinct animal that's brought back to life has no rights. It exists because we made it. We patented it. We own it.
Number 6. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Dudes, even though you're doing this, we love you.
Comedy sequels tend to suffer from snubbings the most because the jokes are at their funniest the first time around.
No way. Yes way.
This movie overcomes that by changing the entire world and tone around the very same characters.
Excellent!
And throwing a new character, Death, into the mix.
How's it hanging, Death?
You will come with me.
Despite its low budget and CGI-free conditions, there are some amazing set pieces and visuals in the Bill and Ted sequel. Note that if Bogus Journey were as bad as they say, they probably wouldn't have been talking about making a third film.
I love show business.
Number 5. Star Wars Episode 3: Revenge of the Sith. It's nicely paced, operatic, emotional, and epic in every sense of the word, with grand scale, design, drama, landscapes, and scope.
Alas, the Jedi are no more.
Not if anything to say about it I have.
But the first 2 Star Wars prequels are such travesties that they contaminate this one enough to make appreciating Revenge of the Sith an embarrassing guilty pleasure.
We got him, R2.
Furthermore, the Star Wars saga is such a pop culture powerhouse that even its best film can't overcome heavy criticism and scrutiny.
I feel so helpless.
Revenge of the Sith is Star Wars' best-kept secret.
You were my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
Number 4. Gremlins 2: The New Batch.
Oh, well, the show must go on. So let us ladle up some of our chowder noodles.
Sure, it strays from its horror genre to go full Looney Tunes.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today.
But if it's Generation X hating on this film, it's probably because they were preteens or children when it was released.
Don't be afraid of
That means all the meta references and instances of being self-aware went over the heads of its audience.
We have gremlins in the projection booth. Could you help us? Gremlins? In this theater? Now?
Another viewing may reveal that this is a satirical movie that's lampooning itself, modern filmmaking, commercialization, and the corporate world.
If you pull this off, you could save the city. Save the city. Developer saves city. I like that. Good.
It balances its cheese in every way it needs to. Number 3. The Rescuers Down Under.
Hold tight, you two. We're going for a ride. Bianca!
Bernard!
Disney has a reputation for poor animated sequels, and this one didn't have commercial success, becoming the worst performer to come out of Disney's renaissance.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I think it's a marvelous idea.
You do?
But in comparison to its 1977 original, this film features some heavily improved visuals thanks to new technology and the diligence and attention to detail of artists who sketched Australian wildlife for reference.
Home on the range, where the critters are tied up in chains.
Also, both high-profile actors Bob Newhart and Eva Gabor reprise their roles.
Miss Bianca, before anything else happens, will you marry me?
Bernard, of course I will.
And new ones like John Candy join in for great voice performances.
Throw another shrimp in a Barbie, girls, because here I come!
Here we go again!
Number 2, 28 Weeks Later.
What are you afraid of?
What if it comes back?
It won't come back.
This film's beautiful nightmare of an opening sequence shatters any illusions that the movie is mediocre.
Give me a hand! Give me a hand!
In fact, a passive viewing reveals that it's pretty ambitious and visibly expansive.
It's all You hear it all over the radios.
Building on the rage virus outbreak story from the first film, there's more violence and it's done creatively.
Hush it! Hush it! Hush it! Hush it!
Take zombie slangs with helicopter blades, for example. Hired as director for this installment was Juan Carlos Fresnadillo, whose Spanish thrillers impressed with his filmmaking style.
We'll find Andy.
There's really no excuse for underrating 28 Weeks Later. Before we follow up with our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Hi, Roy.
Who loves you, baby?
Nice try, John.
Roy, I'm sorry.
I caution you about disrupting the continuum for your own personal benefit. Therefore, I must do no less. We shall proceed as planned, and as soon as we return to 1985, we'll destroy this infernal machine.
We're from a secret government organization that polices and monitors alien activity on and off of planet Earth.
I've been waiting for you both. Many of Tamu. I am his death.
Number 1, Ghostbusters 2.
If there's something strange in the neighborhood, who you gonna call?
Set 5 years after the first film's events, the Ghostbusters come out of retirement to save the world again.
I'm just sorry we have to always meet under these circumstances.
The sequel may be retreading its successful premise very simply.
Mr. Mayor, we're here tonight because a psychomagnotheric slime flow of immense proportions is building up beneath the city.
But they're excused because we're dealing with longtime film professionals, actors, and comedians like Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, Sigourney Weaver, and others who know exactly what to do with a good script and how.
2 in the box!
Ready to go.
We be fast and they be slow.
Wow.
Plus, new additions to the cast also bring the laughs.
Mr. Big.
No photographs, please. Slides are available in the gift shop.
Since the chemistry shines, the comedy between them also does by default. Gotta give them credit.
Whoa. Now.
Mere Heights.
Times Square slimed?
Slime Square.
Slime
Mayor
Square.
Fine.
Do you agree with our list? Which underrated sequels did we miss?
That is a great sign of affection in the Wachati tribe.
For more top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Until then, this is Peter Venkman saying, see you then.